Santa Claus.
Right.
Elves that were shrunk down
There we
by
go.
some weird magic.
Okay, yeah, interesting. Maybe one day. Well, I mean,
Maybe
like,
one
Elaine
day.
is, like, basically one of those, right? So,
We should visit her, guys. I feel like she might be lonely.
something
Now
Middleton
here's the
would
question.
100% say.
Are miniature elves hated, or hated more or less than normal elves?
No one knows they exist. They're only a legend.
So more, got it.
Like underpants gnomes. Welcome, everyone, to another game of Skyfall 5th Edition. My name's Lucian, your DM as always, and I am joined today by the Lucky Bastards, who last session managed to make it out of the puzzle box and wander back into the world to do what everybody must do, shopping. Plenty and plenty of shopping. And then, briefly, running away from dark forces hunting them in the middle of the day. All of you have recently escaped from the town of Lenmaw, an area that you were actually to some degree rather fond of, I think, but due to a couple of things that a couple of characters noticed, a hasty retreat was made from the town, and now you are on the outside of the walls overlooking the frozen wastes, just plains of snow in all directions. The session is yours. What do you do?
I go back in the town.
We walk into the snow and die.
Okay.
Do we have to roll for
Bold
that?
strategy.
We walk towards we head towards Sov.
Okay.
Using the guiding star at night.
Alright. So,
Quick question. Are we using the puzzle box strategy?
I don't know, would you like to?
What does winter clothing get us? Like, do we
Not death.
right? Not death, but like, do we have to roll like Constitution to not be cold? Like,
No, just not death.
just not death. Okay.
In the event that
No death.
a horrible snowstorm blows in and everything, if it's really bad, like you guys don't have a tent, right?
Yeah,
we
do.
bought one.
We did.
Yeah, so
Last minute.
you're pretty much okay and can survive with the gear that you have right now, unless like an abnormally horrible something comes around, then you
Like a
should be-
Yeti.
Then you should be fine to not go into the puzzle box. But last time you didn't have your winter gear, so you know.
At Table Talk, I think realistically, it's probably only going to be like in those dire situations. Normal
Right.
travel, unless like someone's hurt or it
Right.
gets really cold or something like that.
Right.
Okay.
That sounds like a plan.
If we abuse it too much, we'll lose it.
So I have a brief question.
Oh, God.
Ivan,
Uh-oh.
you have not had you have not had talks with your newfound god, and ever since you tumbled into this world and took her powers, she has asked little of you, other than, of course, you continue to crusade against evil, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you chose Tilva, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Alright, give me 2 seconds.
Pulse doesn't
Hilda
go real
comes
well.
down and she murders all of us. The end.
Sure, it'll be fine.
That's not the god that wants to kill me.
Right, we're going to her city right now.
Yes.
Cough, cough.
Cough,
Wink,
cough.
wink, nudge.
No, we're going past her city.
We'll see.
I thought we were going to go kill her or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I have a prophecy right here in front of me.
Shush.
During
Upon
the
throne
first
stands
night.
a one-armed man.
Let's see here. How is the weather? Well, that's a 4.
That means it's good, right?
So,
Like golf,
Please?
right?
Please?
It's like golf, right, Lucian?
it's like golf. The party plead, crying out for help, grasping at straws. The first few hours of travel are uneventful and ultimately are somewhat pleasant, with a cold wind here and there, until eventually the winds begin to pick up and soon get worse with sweeping snow that travels along on the air, which sticks to your coat and your skin and gives a chill to your bones, until eventually you settle down for the evening and make camp using the tents and bedrolls and all that You start to cluster together to try and make it through this horrible evening. And while you're all there, slumbering away on this first night, Ivan, you have a terrible and awe-inspiring dream.
Have we run out of ale?
A dwarf's worst nightmare.
A familiar voice from back when you were tumbling through space comes to you in this dream through a void of nothingness and calls out. Her voice sounds triumphant and magnificent, but also angry. She says, "My cleric, what has your group been up to in these past few days?"
Traveling following some prophecy, I think.
Prophecy? What prophecy?
The elf speaks of some prophecy that he foresaw. That our companion Judarin is apparently destined to become a hero.
What kind of elf is this that you travel with, disciple?
What do you mean?
From where does he hail?
Out of character? I don't think Ivan actually knows.
Okay.
You don't.
That can
You
be a
don't know-
response.
You don't know where I haven't told anybody where I come from.
Yeah, and Ivan's not aware of the whole high elf thing, so he wouldn't even care to ask.
Okay. So what do you tell her?
I don't know.
Suppose it's of no matter. Listen. My disciples, as of late, have been disappointing. I need a new champion. I call upon you, Ivan Ironfist, to show to me an act of your devotion, that you are truly worthy of the gifts that I have bestowed you. Do you answer that call?
I would. What would you have me do?
The same thing that you wish to do deep down in your heart, for I have watched for some time as your group has traveled about.
no.
And I know that a crusade against the forces of evil has long escaped you, and you've wasted your time using trivial escape, going to do things of little consequence on worlds with little meaning.
But may I ask a question? You're aware of this devil, Theo, that my companions had made contact with.
The darkness begins to clear around you, and the void is given shape and color as a blue sky with clouds of white start to appear. It's as though you're floating near them when the clouds start to change. A tinge of gray seeps through them, and they open up, revealing what looks like an angelic being of pure light with a large hammer and feminine curves and gigantic wings that spread off from it. And the voice comes back to you again. She says, "What of this Theo?"
This is a strange land, and I am not familiar with many things here. But
I will guide you, my child, as best I can. Speak.
I suspect that this Theo is evil, though he claims not to be, as evil often does. It would be just to dispose of him, destroy him, would it not? I believe he has tried to trick my companions and put them down the wrong path, but I've been trying to correct that and bring them back. I do not know if it's possible to do this without dealing with you.
I know that you have spoken during your travels of a man, Theo, but I haven't actually seen or heard of him elsewhere. Don't know of whom you speak. Is this some some creature, mortal man, a god.
Based on like out of character, would I have recognized Theo when he like reveals his true form before as a devil, or just like some kind of creature that looks kind of demonic?
I would say probably the latter, but given your history of killing demons and devils, you would actually probably be more certain than anybody that he is indeed a devil.
Okay. He sometimes appears as a man through some kind of disguise, but I'm almost certain he is a devil. That is his true nature.
Well, all devils are evil, and you will strike them down, as that is just. That being said, if he's following your group, I don't know what interest he has taken up with you. As a devil, then there must be some sort of horrible scheme behind his every act. You would do
Exactly
wise
what I
to...
suspected.
Yes. I would suggest that you meet him the same way that I would meet most problems, with hammer and fist. Sunder him.
And I will use the strength that you have bestowed upon me to ensure that this evil is
Good.
destroyed from this land.
But first, this act of devotion. Nearby lies a temple of mine in ruin, as time often does. I'm not bothered by this, and I know that my followers come and go, and so long as they fight the good fight, my temples can rot, if that is what they choose. However, recently, this temple has become home, residence to some foul demon that I would have you drive out from its hallowed halls. Will you take this quest?
I will. You need only show me where the temple lies.
You see that more shape comes into being, and below you, where there was just a sea of blue, turns into a landscape of white snow extending out, and your vision is traced almost like the ground beneath you is moving, like an or not an hourglass, like a magnifying glass over a map that moves from one area to the next, and you see the city of Lenma, the hill that goes down, and eventually it moves and curves a bit off to the right into the wastes, and there you see a bunch of pillars kind of laying atop one another, collapsed, snow covering them. You will go here and drive out the foul demon Crucifix that has taken up residence in my humble home, and send him back to the hells from whence he came. If you do this, I will not only bestow upon you and your group my blessing, continue to watch over you, but I will give you more cause and more fight that you might become an even better champion of mine.
Of course. I'll make their great haste.
At that, she starts to disappear and pulls back, the light turning into just rays that peer from beyond the clouds, the landscape below disappearing, the blues turning to whites, then to blacks, and then you wake up. It's the next day. You are all 1 day travel, and you're a single day's worth of travel into wilderness, just about here. Not too far towards...
User disconnected from your channel. Connected.
Sup?
User in your channel was banned from the server. Channel switched.
I am
What?
very sorry about that.
We all went deaf.
My ears hurt.
What?
Did you all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he whispered to all of us.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to password this whole fucking thing. God damn it. I was like, I can leave some rooms open to the internet. It'll be fine. Rip.
Nope, not fine.
Okay. We're going to take a brief break to everyone that was on stream. I apologize greatly. I had too much faith in fellow man, and they're just horrible, terrible creatures that should be thrown into a volcano. So, we'll be back in a second.
Sounds about right.
So he's doing that. Where the shit is your god sending us?
Somewhere noble and holy, don't worry about it.
Is it in Marenheim?
I thought it was
I thought he said it was around here.
Lenmaw. I thought it was near Lenmaw.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere.
Like it was to the
User
right of
joined your
Lenmaw?
channel.
It's
It
like
was a
here.
horrible, horrible noise.
Yep.
Oh.
We all almost died.
Oh no.
Okay.
I actually died.
Alright, y'all are resuming. I'm back out.
Adios.
I had a lucky
User
charm, though.
disconnected from your channel.
Die fully or like partially?
Oh, fully.
Fully. Okay. Just
I can only do this like
You
4
edited
times.
the server.
Internet, please don't do that again.
Okay. If you would, could somebody please leave the room and leave the server altogether and then come back and tell me if it prompts you for a password, which will be what you think it is.
Okay. Adios.
User disconnected from your channel.
Let's see if it works.
User
not.
joined your channel.
Yeah? Okay. Perfect.
I mean, yeah.
User joined your channel.
That's super gay.
You didn't happen to grab their IP before you kicked him, did you?
No, I just banned him permanently.
Forever in all time.
So whatever IP he was from is gone.
I
but
feel like the password might be a little too secure, you know?
I think so too.
Like 4 letters and numbers? Maybe? The internet will never know.
I mean, I'm sure if that guy is doing this as a hobby, then like a mass whisper play that he's definitely like gonna try and get back in, probably with another IP because he's internet savvy enough to set like a new IP. But I don't think he'll get past their sweet password, dude. I don't. I think it's too good. It's too strong.
So I'll take it a step further. I put my passwords in different languages.
There you go.
Using characters from
Use
like
only special
Cyrillic.
characters.
Yeah.
Nothing found on the keyboard.
I wonder what kind of life you have to leave that makes you do this to people.
Silver lining. Illusion's getting popular enough to be doxxed.
What have I done? This isn't the life
We've
I wanted.
cornered the edgy 13-year-old crowd. We're making it.
The edgy. Oh god.
Okay. Well, we're all here. You might have to change your name there, Relic, because of the
Oh yeah.
reset.
She's back.
Should be good. Oh yeah, let me get me thing back here. Yeah, people. Yeah, chat. You're right. They just go to random IPs. I've had that multiple times where people have come in here who are just
User joined your
people
channel.
I've never seen before.
Could probably set it up with like everybody by default has a guest account where they can't do anything and they have to get promoted to member to actually move rooms or something.
Yeah,
whisper
I'll have to
and
poke
mix it
them about it and see what's up.
Yeah.
Well, our
But for
super
now,
secure
this is good.
password should protect us for now.
Yeah.
I think so.
And-
That was really
Impenetrable.
confusing though, because nothing popped up saying I had a whisper. So I was like, "Where is this coming from?"
Oh, I got two because I have music
I got
playing
one.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So the sound was doubled on itself.
I'm so sorry.
And then it played both from you guys being whispered and then into the music as well.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
not a human. Okay, well, I think we're...
That's
Get
not the
back
word
to it.
I'd use.
Yeah, I was about to say that seems a little generous.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. Let's see here. What's I gonna do? Yeah, so all of you are here, and you've just woken up. Ivan, with your strange dream. What are you guys gonna get up to?
Well, I'll start packing up the moment I get up. If I see other people up, I will inform them.
Just walk away from the group.
I have a question. Over the night, the guiding star that I've been seeing, is that still pointing in the same direction?
Let us
To
see.
the northwest?
Unfortunately, in the night, the prophecy changed once again to immutable stars moving as they do, and the direction disappeared.
Oh.
You see the prophecy there, and taking a brief gander at it, I will have you roll the same roll that you generally do for reading the prophecy, and go ahead and make an int roll before Ivan spills the beans, which I think is around the corner.
Right. I'm just like waiting for the conflict of interest.
I'm waiting for the day that Aaron gets his destiny back.
So that's +3, 16.
16. Okay. So, 16. That's pretty good. Let's roll a little bit of luck for you here. That's a 14. Also pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I get a pretty decent prophecy.
Indeed. So, complications are around the corner, and the prophecy has changed. Still, you can see the three companions there. However, something is different. The throne is empty, and the one-armed man standing atop it with the sword is missing. And instead, all three of the disciples here at the foot of the throne seem to be reaching out for something, almost like they're like mid-leap or in action towards it. And it seems like there's an item or some sort of like an entity of light that shines out that all of them are attempting to grasp.
I don't like this prophecy.
I love it. I love how much he's just taken to it.
Just please no.
It's time we work your characters into some janky bullshit.
Aaron has suffered enough.
There's no backing out, Darren.
We have to make up for what I did to Sir Knight.
Other groups and the people that know them have heard of your heroic deeds, and now here we are. So,
Okay. So prophecy changes, and no directional star. Okay.
indeed.
Alright, well, early in the morning I'll probably be just out practicing with my new staff while
Okay.
everybody's getting up.
Does he hear whispers in his mind? Kill them all. Kill your friends.
The staff is weighty compared to the one that you had before, but you're able to maneuver it, and with practice, it starts to become more and more like an extension of yourself. And perhaps even better than that, it's quite sturdy. Not something that you have to worry about falling into pieces like the last one that you had.
Yeah, my pretty much routine for the next little while is anytime at night when we're not when I'm not actually trancing, I'm just going through like, you know, monk martial art routines with the staff just to get accustomed to it.
Okay.
Okay, and a side note, Illusion. In character,
Yes,
would
please.
Ivan have known with certainty that this was like a true, authentic vision from Tilva? Like, would he have any reason to sort of doubt that maybe this is like a deception from some other entity?
Roll insight. You're in a foreign land. Who knows how things work here?
Well, I rolled somewhat high 21.
Somewhat
God
high
damn.
21, folks. You are absolutely certain that this was a genuine contact from a god. If it is a forgery, it must be of the highest caliber.
Okay.
Wait a minute. My prophecy spoke of subterfuge from gods.
Concern.
So,
Let me get that picture.
is it a smart or a bad idea to try and like clean and maintain weapons in the middle of winter outdoors?
Ivan has a smith's kit. He'd probably help you if you asked.
There you go. That link is for you.
But exactly. I feel like chat needs that a little bit.
There we go. I just gave it to him.
Concern.
I will say that since it is very cold, Duden would ask Ivan to assist.
Mm-hmm.
Because a hero must keep his weapons in good
course.
condition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but of course.
Tip top.
Okay. So if you want, you can spend some time in the morning sharpening weapons and preparing them for the day out here in this horrible snowy land where even seeing past the weather can be rather difficult on a bad day like today.
Oh, hey, side note, when I'm like practicing with my staff, I'd probably take the winter clothes off and try to like withstand the cold as long as I could.
Interesting.
Really,
Yeah.
like, as the, just push myself while I'm training with the staff.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh,
Ooh, 19.
there you go.
Rolls the one. You die. Okay. It takes a
Uses your
moment,
finger.
but once you get your blood flowing and you start getting into your practice, you're actually able to withstand the horrible winter to some degree.
Alright, well, that'll just be part of my my training regime now as we travel.
Okay, sounds good.
Then, sorry, I don't think you were. This was immediately after what happened. Which direction was the temple? It was somewhere around Lenmaw, right?
So,
I thought it was.
tracing
there.
the area in your dreams, it should be located roughly about over here.
Okay.
So, maybe a couple of days travel depending on if the snowstorm lets up or not.
It's a good thing I made us buy all those rations.
Indeed, you should also subtract for that the day of rations here.
One ration.
Total of 87.
Whoa, what?
We bought 80 for the group.
Yeah, that's insane.
I was like, 20 per person. We're not going hungry again. We have the gold, and he's giving us literally the best price.
So, what is
I
the
know.
plan here?
I know how to Jew us into a good situation.
30 points into the Jewish masteries.
I took that feat
Is there a feat for that?
for Jewing. I think so.
Jewish banking?
Okay.
Just called
Well-
Master of Oi.
I mean, oh Christ.
Anyway, I assume everybody's up at this point in the
Mhm.
morning.
Yeah.
Well, is everyone awake?
Relatively so.
Hard
get no
not to
answers.
be in the cold.
Remember, Dwarf, I don't really sleep.
You know what he means, Zai. I feel like we shouldn't have to explain this to you every day.
I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that I trance to a dwarf.
I understand I trance as well, but I feel like you could understand what he's trying to say. Important arguments that you have in the morning.
Pushes the dwarf into the snow.
Oh, Ivan, sorry, what... Did you have something to say?
Ivan looks up from just like rubbing his forehead. Yes. I received a message from Tilva last night. We have a mission.
Mission.
Interesting.
There's
This
a
is promising.
there's a temple to the east northeast that has some kind of a demon inside, and we must clear it out.
What else did you see in your vision or your dream?
there's a temple to the east, marked by some pillars.
You know much of this demon that's supposedly inside?
Apparently named Crucifix.
Do I recognize this name?
Crucifix.
Please roll either history
Crucifix.
or religion.
Oh, I've got both of those.
I was gonna say, may
You can
I
choose
as well?
one.
You know what? Let's go religion.
Okay.
I would also like to roll a religion.
4.
Okay.
Crucifix.
You got
Sounds
nothing.
strong.
9.
You also have nothing. Whole lot of nothing's going on. The name is unfamiliar to you.
Right. Another question.
Uh-huh.
How much do I know about Ivan's god?
Oh, about
Tilva.
Tilva. Sure. Roll a religion check. You'll automatically know some things, but let's see if
No,
you know.
I'm gonna do the same thing too. I feel like I would know something, although
Sure.
the whole
21.
my last roll went. Okay, there. 21. I would rather have known about the demon, but I'll
Right,
take that.
but you know, whatever.
So we got a 21 and a
21.
okay. 21s. Here we go.
We know equally as much. Actually, maybe not, because you know the whole time freezing thing.
So, you know quite a great deal about Tilva, and both Zai and Minotaur have similar knowledge of her. There is dispute as to what race Tilva was. Human or elven or dwarven seem to be the best guesses, but she was actually one of the few gods that were originally great souls that rose up to godhood during the period before the horrible curse was laid upon them. And you also know that she is the god of war, specifically like pride and conflict. She is one of the most formidable and destructive forces that exists in the world, but is so wrapped up in the actual action of battle that she can sometimes be seen as misguided by some of the other gods, and sometimes they believe that she goes too far. However, she is of chaotic good alignment. Her symbol is a flaming sword, and you would probably know Tilva as Isand Right Fury, which is the name that the elves usually refer to her. Which goes in line with the
So-
fact that your dwarven friend here really likes to hit things.
Right. makes sense. I
Mhm.
buy it. And then just to kind of clarify something, just so I can
Please,
think
yeah.
of something myself. My prophecy that I read the previous night, the 3 disciples who were once around the one-armed man on the throne were now leaping for a bright item or
Yeah,
object.
some sort of like shining item, some sort of object or entity, possibly even a creature, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was without form, though most certainly radiant in the prophecy.
Okay.
Oh, great. That's my soul then.
The
Dudairn
pieces of
becomes God.
Dudairn! They're all reaching for different parts of his body. Oh, there's the arm. I got it.
Oh, I don't want. I got the arm, guys.
I'm not actually reading chat tonight, so I don't know their crazy theories.
This Kinder arm sucks. No, chat's tame right now.
Yeah, they're very quiet.
Right now.
For now. Okay, I'm gonna kind of keep that information to myself.
Well,
Okay.
if a god said it, we should kill the demon. We should kill the demon anyway. Fighting a demon sounds fun.
Yes, and since we are without guidance from the stars, perhaps this will lead us somewhere.
Maybe you cut off my arm and save me the trouble.
No. We already decided it has to go to a vote, and it is 3-1 right now. You keep the arm.
Dudairn pouts.
Wow.
All right, dwarf. You had the vision. Lead the way.
All right, that was easy.
He expected more
Ivan is
resistance.
very pleased I didn't have to go into an hour-long conversation with his party members about changing direction.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we shall see how the weather fares here. And as you turn to lead the group, almost immediately as Ivan takes the first few steps and you follow behind him, it's like the area in front of him suddenly changes as the wind shifts. It is now against your back and the snow begins to disappear, the overcast clouds part, and a sunny, though still cold, day is before you.
So this is what it's like to have a god like you.
This is fucking sweet! Okay.
Well, I mean, making the Red Queen mad didn't turn out to be all too good.
Yeah.
We ended up leveling a city.
You got one up, you got one down, you know, it is what it is. And Yandu just doesn't care in general.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, as you travel on, it takes 2 days before eventually off in the distance you see this temple. It is of stone that has been mostly covered up by some sort of snow and also perhaps dead vines. Like, you can see what looks like a brown vegetation that kind of runs around the rocks and has gotten stuck in there underneath the snow. What do you all wish to do? The whole complex itself is fairly large, and though you are kind of off in the distance staring at it, it is roughly about, let's see here.
By the location and the kind of construction of the temple, would I gather that it was made by dwarves or humans?
Oh.
Because Meneltern is basically writing off the idea that it could even be elves, being how kind of right in the middle of like Roche and right next to Marenheim it is.
Hmm.
We should obviously go in the front door.
Okay.
Nothing bad ever happens.
So gazing upon it, this temple looks distinctly dwarven.
Okay. Temple appears dwarven in make.
And even to you, Ivan, given that you're from another world, it appears that the dwarves here craft things much like the dwarves of your home. Since Meneltern makes this comment, you gaze upon the ruins and find, indeed, that looks like what dwarves would make. All of the lines are very sort of straight, and they prefer jagged or crude cross-sections instead of flowing lines and little curves here and there.
Would
Pleases me.
These straight lines please me. Factorio.
would I be? What would I know about kind of like dwarven construction, like lots of traps, magical, mechanical, etc., etc.?
You know that the dwarves are fond of traps and are some of the most famous trap makers. To travel through parts of their stronghold which are not meant for visitors is known throughout the lands to be a very, very, very poor choice. That being said, this is a temple, so who knows what you'll find.
I looked at the group. When we enter, we must be careful. Although the main areas made for visitors is likely not trapped, I would imagine the back areas for priests and followers of Tilda would be heavily, heavily trapped.
Well,
Just something
best be
to
on our
keep in
guard.
mind.
I expect we'll have a big fight. Everyone ready?
As will
Yes,
ever be.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Ooh. What's
So
the
much
distance
evil.
on that?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, and it lasts 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Okay, awesome. If you don't mind, because my tea is running out, we'll take a brief break as all of you enter the temple. Sound good? Awesome. We'll be back in a second.
Yay, now I can eat my sausage and peppers.
Now I
Douse.
can further reinforce
Hold
my laundry room door so cats don't get in
Important thing.
Keep a tracker of how many sessions until that prophecy equals my actual death.
I'm trying to think, how many sessions have I been part of this?
Well, even then, before that, we were making you into a hero.
Mm-hmm. Now we just have more reason to make him into a hero.
I
It's
mean,
like
that just means that I die. I don't want that to happen.
I just
maybe
love
you
how
become a
accidentally
god.
it happened too.
What if you die and become a god? That's like pretty cool.
That is the only acceptable outcome.
Oh, this is my goal now. I want to live and become a great soul that turns into a god, because I'd be the worst god for giving quests out and stuff.
The god of chaos and randomness.
Pretty
And
much.
the thing is, if the death was enough of a shock, it would switch back to like normal dude Aaron,
Mm.
and then you have that as a god.
Broken and
Dude Aaron, the heroic god of melodrama.
melodrama.
I can just imagine like when your followers like they're about to die in some horrible war or something, like, dude, Aaron, please save me. All of a sudden you hear quiet. Kind of busy right now. Come back
I didn't
later.
I didn't ask for this either, kid. You all could just stop worshiping and forget about me. That'd be great.
I just want to fade into the void, please.
My holy symbol is like a cow.
It like a glowing cow or just like a regular ass normal cow.
Just a normal cow. Not
Normal.
even like a milk cow.
Darren, the great god of modesty.
The god of being humble.
There's no way out of this for me, is there?
Nope, not anymore. Not with Zai essentially being your front man and me pushing you towards doom around every turn. Darren is destined to be the greatest hero who ever lived.
I have no idea what this song is I'm listening to, but I love every second of it.
What?
What?
What? Oh. Well, it did. You fucked up. I mean, I wouldn't disagree with that. Because I am like eternally fucked up now. Like my kids are gonna be fucked up because of that. You know, their kids, like just everything. My whole life ruined.
I'll never be able to watch Harry Potter the same way.
I'll never be able to go into random TeamSpeak channels and blast annoying sounds the same way. Should I preemptively mute my headset?
User disconnected from your channel.
Because it'll be just fine.
Are you gonna
User was
whisper to
moved
us?
to your
Oh.
channel.
Huh? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Thank you. The
Yeah.
only one that left.
I still got sausage.
I still have steak quesadillas in my fridge.
Ooh.
What's up, Della?
Announcing things incorrectly. Like I said, how you know Illusion's trying to kill everybody.
Honestly, if he's not, then I don't know what he's doing.
We'll do it once we get to the next town. He'll do it in front of like a bunch of children, cut off his arm, hand it to them. Here, use this to save the town, scarred for life. Is it a specific dwarf? Continue, please. And that's what dwarves call her, correct? Or no, that's not what anybody calls her.
I'll just look at the group. What's a wayfarer?
What do you
I-
mean? What's a wayfarer? It's an
I
odd
don't
question.
know. Zai, do you speak Dwarvish?
Of course I don't speak Dwarvish.
You see those words right there? That says the Temple of the Wayfarer. Hence why he asked, what is a Wayfarer?
Well,
And-
Tilda, perhaps.
But that's the thing. Nobody calls her the Wayfarer, to my knowledge.
Ivan, do you know of anything about this?
She is your god.
So reading the label above the door, it says the Wayfarer in Dwarvish. Lucian.
Yes, in Dwarvish it says the Wayfarer. Sorry, I had a brief technical thing there. Because of the way the music is all effed right now. It's okay, I shall fix it afterwards.
Okay.
So, what was the question there?
Well, we were all having a discussion about how nobody calls Tilva the Wayfarer, to my knowledge, and then we all looked to Ivan and said, "Does anybody call her the Wayfarer?
Hmm.
She is your god." And then here we are.
So, Ivan, this is not a name that you have heard Tilva be called before.
Okay, does it ring any bells at all?
No.
Does it ring any bells for anybody religiously inclined?
Ah. No, it does not.
Okay. Perhaps. I mean. Perhaps. Could this temple have been built to whatever demon lies beneath it?
No. This is a temple
mean-
of Tilva.
Well, I mean, simply sent us here to destroy the evil within.
Yes.
This is puzzling, but we should continue, still with caution.
I
But
will take the
forward,
lead.
nonetheless.
Still having detect evil and good on.
Okay.
Do I sense anything?
And I'd like to walk up on like his right flank with, it looks like Zion on his left, and just kind of be scanning for traps.
Closer. There is a sound that you coming from inside of the temple. And so you are almost interrupted before you can get to the point that your detect evil or good would really get anything. So nothing has really come up on the radar there, but there is a grumbling that seems to come from the temple. I should mention that there are no doors here, no sort of wooden slab with hinges or anything like that. It's just a
what are-
stone doorway.
What are these things then?
So those are actually like open archways that you can see straight through to the other side.
Okay. Oh, wait, so is this like a tunnel through it?
Right. So,
Okay.
as
I
you
gotcha,
get
I
closer
gotcha.
and give it a look, things are a little different. You can see that this archway here, and there's one over here.
Is this
are
like
complete-
Lord of the Rings shit where dwarf doors are invisible?
Who knows? They're both completely open, and you can see into the room. What lies there as a centerpiece, right smack in the middle of the room, is a drill-like staircase that goes from the ceiling and then down into the ground. It's shaped in typical dwarven fashion, not like a spiral staircase of circular nature, but a spiraling of like jagged corners. So it goes down a bit, then it turns to one side, then it goes down a bit, then it turns. And this square-like staircase goes down only a bit from the ceiling until it breaks apart, and it's as though the entire bottom half of the stairwell has collapsed and smashed into the hole beneath, which is here at the center of the room.
The stairs to the ceiling does it go into anything, or does it just kind of like start at the ceiling and then go down?
No, it just sort of starts at the ceiling.
Okay.
It's peculiar. And so there's this large gaping hole here right at the center of the room, and it's from this gaping hole that you can hear mumblings and strange noises. And I'll have everybody please roll perception.
Right. Just for reference, because it might come in handy, I do speak Infernal and Celestial.
Perfect.
And I also speak Infernal and Abyssal.
And that's 16 plus 2, or no, plus 2 or 3? 2.
The 17.
18. That's an
Okay.
18.
I got a 17.
15 for me.
Decent rolls all around. All of you here, coming from this hole, the strange noises of demonic creatures gibbering to themselves in their own language. So those of you that speak Infernal, both Zai and Meneltirn, can understand some of it, but it's really just nonsense. It's just the murmurings of burn, kill, burn, burn. And it just kind
Right.
of goes on repeatedly.
So would I be able to, like, would that infer to me that these are, that at least what might be immediately here be lesser demons and devils?
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will come up with my own conclusions.
As I hear the demonic noises, I will pull out my axe and go, to fight!
I put my staff in front of him,
I'll grab his left arm.
and
He can't really fight me off.
So
Wait,
mean.
Darren, hold on.
And I look to him. I go, "Shh. It's better to get the element of surprise. No. You can go smashing and killing all the demons and devils, but no sense in letting them know we're here.
I don't exactly do quiet.
Can you try?"
While the
Not
party
really.
discusses stealth tactics, I just kind of move inside.
Okay. As you step inside, Ivan, you see something horrible. Being a holy man, this is the sight that you hope never to see. A temple not just in disarray or left to the weather and the ages, but actively destroyed and defaced. You see what looks like horribly large claw marks that have even managed to pierce into the stone and wreck all of the murals in here. There are pieces of rock which lay on the ground, and the whole of the staircase which is broken in front of you, which has been smashed. It's clear that something has taken a great deal of time and rage into destroying this room. It's nothing like the little decorations that you could see outside of the building which were intact. Like in here, it's just completely decimated. Worse yet, the claw marks are very large.
But nothing that, no devils up here or anything.
No, it appears to be empty, but now that you are in the room, echoing all throughout the chamber here, you can hear these gibbering, strained voices that come from down in the deep here. And looking down, you see nothing but darkness.
Except the staircase was broken, so descending would have to be a different method.
Indeed.
So I see a small pebble nearby.
You do.
I pick it up and cast light on it.
Okay.
Drop it down the hole.
You grab the pebble and cast light on it. Letting go, the pebble begins to fall down, and you can see that as it tumbles, it illuminates for a brief moment a shaft descending into the ground, square in shape, much like this hole. And as it goes down, it falls for a while until you know it's passing like the edge of your dark vision, its little light still emitting as it continues to fall, until a little tink as it lands on the ground and bounces once or twice, its light illuminating a bunch of creatures that look towards you with red eyes and white teeth, all scurrying away from the light after they stare up at you for a moment and then run off into the darkness.
When he drops the pebble, I immediately rush in. Obviously not in time to stop him, but what on earth were you thinking?
Need to know how far down it went.
Yes, and now you've also alerted possibly a demon or a devil to our presence.
You hear a
Right
large
there,
stomp.
Did you see?
Wouldn't it be easier if they came back up to us?
There's a
Not before they
smash,
didn't
and the
know we were.
ground shakes, and the temple rumbles. A piece of stone breaks off of a nearby wall, and then another one, and then another one, like
As it-
heavy footsteps
As
moving
it's
below
Daddy
doing
you.
this, I go, "You may very well get your wish, dwarf."
I just sprint back.
Darren looks very excited. Gonna kill a demon.
Okay.
All right.
I want to take a step back and try to prepare myself for combat, and then I want
Well-
to.
At the very least, we should meet it in battle outside.
Table
we have
talk.
more
The
room.
drop is about 100 feet.
Mhm.
Okay. And also table talk. I assume that's not survivable, assuming you fell.
Probably not.
Uh,
What is it? It's
yeah,
like
I
a
think you get like the
D10 per 10 feet, or a D6
yeah, the first
per 10
D10
feet?
is fine, and then after that it's like a D10 for each 10 feet you fall. So that would be
So
9
9
D10s.
D10.
You're probably fine. That's like 9 damage.
Featherfall,
That's
right?
fine.
A minimum 9 damage.
No, 9 damage. It's easy.
Yeah.
Maximum 90.
Easy. So just for the moment, I'd like to prepare the action that, assuming any kind of a demon or something comes into range of my detect evil,
Mhm.
I want to detect what type it is, and then cast protection from evil and good on myself of that type.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know, I guess, in character if it's actually a demon or if it's a devil or like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you do know that when Tilva spoke to you, she said a demon. So
Okay.
hopefully she was being precise in her words.
I look to Ivan. I say, Ivan, whatever it is you're planning, perhaps you can stand in the doorway to lure it out. Zai and Dudarin can stand on either edge of the entrance, and I can hide a shorter distance away and cast spells from there.
Would be good to do. Try and avoid doing further damage to the temple.
For ourselves,
We'll be
Well,
fine.
what's inside here? It tells me they're gonna come for you first.
Such a downer, Mental Tyrann. Going to fight a demon. Cheer up. It's
just,
going to be fun.
I
and
just
exciting.
want us to survive. Just a little bit.
It's troubling though, Dudarin. Demons should not be here. Something is not right in the world.
Well, isn't that the whole reason she sent us on this mission?
Well, obviously, but something tells me that this crucifix is not where this path ends.
Likely not, but that aside, we have larger problems immediately at hand.
Do we hear anything coming at this point? Or is it quieted
like-
down?
Is it the whole time we're like talking just thum, thum, thum?
During part of it, until growing closer, almost stopping like beneath your group.
Chat's calling for your head, Mental Tyrann.
Believe
Yeah.
me, I've been looking at it.
I believe in you, chat.
I call out in common towards the shaft. Come on up here, you big scaly bat.
Hmm.
Trying to talk him out.
Yeah, you nerd.
Yeah, you nerd.
Oh goodness. Okay, I have a roll to make.
How much being called a nerd upsets him. He actually gets so upset he goes back to his lair and cries.
Hmm.
Is that an intimidation check?
Hmm.
We'll need to multi-class into bards so we can just do damage through words.
Kill everybody with, what is it?
Cutting words.
Cutting words. Yep. Listening.
Oh, sorry. I think I got something wrong there. The languages, I reversed them. It's, oh damn. It's the opposite.
What's the
So only
opposite?
Zai could understand it then?
Abyssal is the language.
Okay,
of
I can
demons.
understand it.
But yeah,
So
you guys
only-
would have relayed that, I'm sure.
Only Zai.
So, coming off from down here in the pit, there is a response, and these words ring out, but only Zai can put them together. In the language of Abyssal, the language of demons, it calls out, saying, "This is my ground." And there's a smash of heavy footfall, which causes stone all around you to fall onto the ground off of the walls.
Alright, I'm just gonna lean into Ivan's right side there. He said that this is his grounds. You have a response for him.
I'll shout out in common. Then come on up here and prove it.
And I'll peer over the edge that I'm kind of hiding behind. Zai, perhaps you could translate for Ivan?
Yeah, so don't worry, Mental Tyrann, we've got it covered.
The response is unanswered for a brief moment. A silence, a pause, before eventually a horrible, blood-curdling, bass-like scream comes up through the shaft, and then with it, what sounds like horrible high-pitched noises and scratching as creatures begin to make their way up, crawling along the shaft here towards the surface. Everybody, please roll initiative.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do I get off my protection spell before we start combat here?
You can certainly do that.
Wonderful.
So what's the effects of protection from evil and good?
Protection from evil and good. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Hmm.
I'm already charmed, frightened, or possessed. I have advantage against it now. Against saving throws.
Okay. You'll probably have to remind me of that some way during this fight. Just an FYI. So if you catch me slipping, let me know. Let's see here. What can we get for initiative? Oh, okay. That's not fantastic. Oh wow, you guys are all going first. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm okay
Oh,
with this.
I go first.
So we're gonna use one of these little skeleton tokens here because they're convenient. However,
But they don't fall over.
Let's see. They don't. Oh, that's so true. Wonder if
There's no goblins or anything?
let me see here. They fall over. Yes, they do.
Oh yeah. Only requirement.
It's super handy. Crawling all along this shaft, making their way up. Those of you with dark vision can see them. At the edge of the 60 feet there, these creatures with their sharp claws and their red eyes and mouths of white, sharp, jagged teeth come running up towards here. They have a sort of scaly, leathery red skin, and they all look like they're completely mad, gnawing at the air as they make their way up towards you. What do you guys want to do?
Alright. I go first. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move like 20 feet closer to them.
Okay.
Right about there. And I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself.
Okay. Is that the turn?
That's all I can only cast one Juan spell, so
Okay.
unfortunately.
After that, it's your turn, Dudarin.
I'm gonna snuggle myself right up against the door here.
The archway,
And-
okay.
Ready in action. So the first thing that comes to the doorway that isn't a teammate is getting an axe.
Ivan.
Cleaved in twain.
Sorry, Zai, you're first. What's up?
Can I just hold off for now and then go after Ivan?
Sure. Move your initiative there. Ivan, you're up.
Okay, so are these creatures still crawling up, or are they like...
Yeah, they're like roughly about 60 feet up the shaft here. So you would guess that you probably have a couple of turns to maneuver and do stuff before they get up to the top.
Okay.
Okay.
How many of them are there?
From what you saw, yeah, you have dark vision, so you know there was roughly about a dozen that you could see, though it sounds like there's far more.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I'm realizing all of the good spells I have are concentration spells.
Yeah.
Welcome to playing a druid.
Womp womp.
I'm essentially just gonna position myself here so that if anything wants to kind of get through this doorway, it has to go through me, but try and leave enough room for Zai and Darren to kind of attack.
Okay,
On the
yeah, they
side.
can shoot past there. Maybe.
So I'm just essentially holding my turn at this point.
Alright.
Taking the dodge action, I guess.
Dodge action. Perfect.
Dodge action plus protection, so
Baby won't die.
yeah.
Okay, Zai, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak past him. And are there any big rocks around here? Like big pieces of rubble?
Yes, there are.
I want to get the biggest piece I can find and try to drop it on the head of one of these things climbing up.
Make a strength check for me.
don't think I have a bonus. It's 17. Yep.
Okay. You're feeling mighty and grab onto a particularly large stone, hefting it as you make your way over. Make a regular attack roll, please.
What am I? I'm not. Am I proficient with rocks?
Are you proficient with rocks? No, it's a regular attack roll. So yeah, you add what you would normally.
Is that mod for like dex then or strength?
No, it can be with your dex as well.
Okay, well if it's dex then that's what was that, a 12, so 17.
Okay, so that hits. Go ahead and roll for me 2d10s. Okay.
Am I adding anything to that or?
No, you are not. So you hold this large stone overhead and let go. It tumbles down this large hole in the center of the temple, and one of the creatures attempts to move out of the way but does not do so in time before a screech is let out and it is crushed. First you see and hear as its claws can no longer find purchase in the wall, and then afterwards a horrible crash and a crushing, squelching sound from farther below. Is that your turn?
Can I use a bonus attack to throw one of my newly found shurikens?
Oh, interesting. No, you are exhausted from picking up an incredibly large boulder as an 8th
Fair
strength.
Okay, so I'm just gonna slip back on around the other side, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. The creatures come running up. Let's see how fast they move. Okay. Not too fast. You can see that the first claw mark kind of makes its way over the top, cresting over this opening in the ground, and that's their turn. And it rolls back to you, Meneltyrn. What do you want to do?
Okay. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is the relationship between devils and demons?
They hate each other.
They hate each other.
No.
Do demons fear devils?
No, the two of them fight each other in the underworld constantly.
Okay.
They battle each other for, like, the souls of the damned that they have managed to accumulate, and they consider each other to be pretty much the worst thing ever.
Alright. Okay. Then I am going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Roll
And-
some damage.
If at all possible, I'd like to aim for the hands.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check for me before you roll that damage.
Okay.
Let's see what we...
Alrighty then. Let's see what we got. 10.
Okay, so you won't get to pull that off, but you will still apply the damage.
Okay. Oh, I should do these one by one. We'll go, this way.
Okay.
First one takes, that is 3 damage.
Okay.
Second one is 4 damage. And third one is 5 damage.
But isn't it just plus
what?
1?
Wait, why does that say 4?
It's definitely
Yeah.
a 2.
Right. If
That's
you
weird.
if you hover over it though, it says 4, which is why I'm confused.
Huh.
It says 2 for me.
Right. I
Okay.
don't know, it said 4 for me. Hey, tabletop magic guys. 3.
So give me those numbers again.
So it was a 2, a 3, and a 2, if I
2,
am
3, 2.
correct.
Okay. So the magical force darts fly out, but all the creatures continue to crawl over the edge, and it appears they are not weak enough to be killed by these. There's fun around the corner.
Yes.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Darren.
not getting too close quite yet.
They're like nowhere near the top yet.
Their claws are just over the top, so they'll be on you in a second.
Well, this is taking too long for Dudarin, so he's gonna rush in, pushing Ivan aside, and he's just gonna slam his axe on the hand of one of them.
Sure. Make an attack with advantage.
I forget. While we were in Len Mall, did we remember to buy shoes with spikes on the bottom? I think we did, right?
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god. Roll that. Sweet, sweet damage. Rip this guy's hand.
I haven't used my battle axe in a while, so give me a second.
Crit all over his face.
That's not as good. That's 8 damage.
Okay. Swinging down with your axe, you chop off this hand at the wrist. This clawed, sort of scaly thing just lands there, and the creature that's had its hand severed just falls back and tumbles down into the abyss. Woo. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Ivan, you're up.
Okay, I will move forward and take a swing at this creature's hand.
Okay.
Advantage or no advantage?
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? You guys are gonna be sad about that. Cause like these are all like the ads that you're critting.
Hey, we got rid of all of our bad shit in the dungeon.
Right. No
So it's
arm, no
all-
problem.
So we can't roll very high on our
7
damage.
Okay. You swing down and you have your hammer here, which just crushes this guy's hand, and he falls back into the abyss as well.
Okay. So being able to kind of peer over the edge for a moment, I'll use my bonus action to summon my spiritual weapon
Okay.
and take a swing at the back of this creature's head.
Sure.
Since I'm assuming my spiritual weapon doesn't actually need to stand on land.
Nope, it can float wherever you want it to.
Beautiful. Does that have advantage or no?
Yes. Yeah, while the creature's climbing like that, it's essentially prone.
Oh.
A double
Right.
3.
Yep, that'll miss.
Okay.
So together, that's a
And
6.
I will back up to the doorway again.
Zai, you're up. The creatures are soon going to be upon you. What do you do? Oh, he's muted. Zai, come back
Yeah.
to us.
Baby, come back.
You can blame it all on me.
Okay.
Okay.
He will fix his mic momentarily.
Nice text to voice.
Two
Two ninja
ninja
stars.
stars.
At the Osni dude. Okay. Roll those attacks, please.
I think that's at the one dude. I mean, it could be Osni. What do I know?
Yeah,
That's
it's a elf
that's
thing.
tough.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
No, that one is. Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
a,
sorry, Zai.
a 5 and a 1. Those are both pretty good rolls. Like,
That is, you do have advantage, so
oh,
There it is.
okay. So that second
damn.
one hits. What is the swing for the first one? Like,
You
what
need
was
to
the number
swing.
after your modifiers?
the first one, it was a.
5 plus, so 10. That also hits.
Ah, there you go. Shink, shink.
Yeah, you're in for a show. That's 3 nat 20s in like the first 2 rounds of combat.
I know.
We're gonna die tonight. That prophecy's coming true.
A total of 16 damage. The first star hits and the creature begins to lose its grip, and the second one hits like the back of its neck and it just lets go, falling down into the abyss.
Chat has like some problems, I think.
There we go. Is that your
They have a lot
turn?
of problems.
Okay. So after that, the creatures start to make their way up, and they're gaining upon you as they all make their way over the top. And Dudairn, standing near the edge, you can see a fresh batch of them all running up.
Are they going to be up here in 2 rounds like the previous ones?
User joined your
Or are they
channel.
going to be up here next round?
These will be here very soon. The next round, they will be on the surface with you.
Okay.
They're running with like a vigor, almost as though there's blood in the air. The ones that have made it up top here, they quickly run over. This one getting over here, and yes.
Where to go, guys? Why do we kill so
I'm
many? to
yelling
start off?
anti-demonic slurs at them the whole time.
I
As
bet-
well.
Okay, all right.
Nerd.
These ones crawl outside, disappearing.
You guys can hear me, right?
They don't seem affected by the daylight.
Ah, interesting. No, it doesn't appear so.
Okay.
Does the wizard have a big explosion type spell?
I'm not that kind of wizard.
And
I don't
Shadow
even have a
Wizard
damage
right now.
cantrip, son.
Yeah, he's
Oh
not
yeah,
that
that's
kind.
right. What's wrong with you?
A swing at
Forgot about
Dudairn.
that.
Dudairn does an 8 hit.
No, it does not.
Ivan. Oh, that's a 21.
That
with
doesn't
disadvantage or
Oh, from the
Mm.
protection. Let's see. Ah! So he gets a 12, actually.
yeah, it's gonna miss.
Nicely done. Okay, there's
Get
plenty of
fucked.
creatures, and all of you please roll perception.
Oh, come on, you
13.
could have done that.
13, okay.
18.
18.
I got 15.
5.
50. Okay, Meneltiran and Zai, you can hear the creatures. They're crawling up on the roof, skittering about. They're not actually running out into the wastes. They must be making their way actually like around on top somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And let us see here. There is another heavy thump from down below, and pieces of rock fall from the temple. Meneltiran, it's your turn.
Okay. Hearing them crawl over the roof, I'm actually going to. How far do I have to back up to be able to essentially see onto the roof?
You won't be able to see onto the roof because it's flat until the creatures like come over to the side.
Okay. Just to give myself kind of like a little bit of distance from where they come down, I'm just gonna move like a little bit back over here.
There's like a nice little circular area here where they could come from any angle.
God damn it. Here, and I want to ready a magic missile.
Okay. So
Or
you'll loot
whenever.
when they show
Mhm.
up.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And if more than one shows up, I want to split it.
Okay. Let's see. Dudairn, it's your turn.
Attack more things, because that's all I do.
Okay. Swing that arm.
You are a hero.
I'm swinging the axe, not the arm.
Reroll that, please. I see a 9 and something else.
It was glorious tabletop physics.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15.
That hits. Roll damage.
Ba-boom.
Uh, 4 damage.
Okay. So swinging at the one near you, 4 damage. Okay. It is still alive. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about these guys.
I'm not too worried about these guys, you said. Okay, perfect.
What a bunch of nerds.
After you, it's your turn, Ivan. The creatures are swarming everywhere.
Yep, take a swing at the one in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay,
That...
I had 20. I was thinking
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
an 8. I think.
So what is that? That's a 12.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Doing 5 damage.
Five
Why can we not
damage.
roll higher than a 3 on those?
That's brutal. Okay, you
It's
swing
called
out,
the Curse of Mithranbor.
getting a gash on this creature, which is roughly about only maybe like 4 feet tall, looking to just tear you apart with its razor sharp teeth and claws. It's still alive.
Okay. I will then use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon and attack again.
Okay, yeah, roll that attack. Oh.
21.
Uh-huh. Yep,
Yeah, a little bit better.
a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Better. 5 damage.
5 will do it. Your spiritual hammer glows with like a dull blue light as it makes its way around this hole here and comes over, delivering the final blow to this creature. There we go. What do you want to do?
Haunting the rest of them in common. 'cause I don't know
Taunting
whistle.
them? Okay, yeah. So, Zai, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna walk in here excited to use my new staff for the first time and try to whack that guy right in the head.
Okay.
And it breaks.
That's gonna break his skull. It's called the Skull of Broken... or Staff of Broken Skulls. Oh, God. 8.
8 misses, unfortunately. You're still not
Bonus
quite
attack.
used to this.
Punch him, though.
Yep.
17.
But a fist never fails. Let's see. Ooh,
6 damage.
6 damage on the one nearby. It is still alive, staggers back for a moment, and is given pause, but then comes back to try and eat you.
I'm just gonna stand in front of him and I'm gonna say to him in Abyssal, I'm going to kill you.
You're not sure if it's laughing or just like spewing spittle onto the ground, but it seems to be kind of, amped up by your words.
He
Alright,
gets
that's it
off
for me.
on that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see how he
Oh,
likes it when
yeah.
I, smash his head into the wall.
You're like, oh, he likes it. Oh, gross. Okay, let's
Darren,
see here.
you fight this one.
Let us roll luck for the group as the enemies start their turn here. That is a 5. Okay, all right. So
That's
here's-
good luck, right?
that is super good luck.
Okay, just want to make sure.
The creatures make their way around up on top here, and Meneltier, you can see I'm gonna place them kind of here on the line so you can tell which are like in the building and which aren't.
Okay.
So those ones are on the edge, and they all get up there and peer over, looking towards the people here, both Ivan in the doorway and
Mhm.
you as well. What do you want to do?
Question: did I have to specify what level?
No,
Okay.
that's fine. In the future, that'd be awesome, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Sorry. But level 2 will do.
Yeah.
Level 2 magic missile, 1 on each.
Sure.
All right. Let's go. I'll just go starting over here and make my way around. First one gets that's a 5.
Okay, good. 5 damage to that one.
That's a 4.
4.
Next one is a 4. And the last one is a 3.
Okay. There we go. All of the
Mhm.
creatures are still alive, though wounded by your magics. And that
Such
concludes your turn.
Um,
But that's
not-
your thing, because it just comes back
Right.
around once... No, it's not your turn, because this is your held action. I still have to make
Oh.
these creatures inside try and eat people.
Right. Good point.
So, crawling out of here, these ones quickly mob the group. This one gets right there. This one over here. This one over here. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a crowd one. This one disappears onto the roof, as with this one. And this one. There we go. Okay. So these 4 here, I'll just mark them with like a little bit of white so we can remember. These ones here are currently on the roof.
Okay. What? Root?
It sort of says roof. Okay, so a few
All that
attacks.
matters is you tried.
Let us see here. 3 of which on you, dude, Aaron. There's a 14 hit.
No.
All of them miss as they flail. There's no aim, no rhyme, no reason, just like mad flailing and gnawing in your direction. An attack towards you there with disadvantage. And
I
Ivan,
laugh.
you are okay with a 12. I think you'll be fine.
I laugh heroically.
Okay. Does a 19 hit, Zai?
Yes.
Oh, the first hit!
They do 100 damage.
Close. You take 6 points of damage as one of them lashes out and cuts you. Then, meanwhile, here up on the roof, those ones just moved. Those moved, so that is their turn. And Mental Tyrann, it's up to you. Now it is your turn. What do you want to do?
It's all up to me.
Hit the whole thing.
Okay. Good. Good. We'll do a first level magic missile
Okay.
on these 3 guys over here.
Okay.
And we'll do the same kind of direction, starting with this guy. Right. First one is a 4 damage.
Okay.
Second is a... That's a 1. Plus 1 is 2. And the third one is also a 2.
Okay. So the 2 on the side don't die, but the first one here hit with that powerful strike does actually fall, its body landing on the ground below.
Okay, and then essentially what I want to do is... I can make that. Yep. I just want to get kind of back to back with Ivan. Just to
Okay.
kind of block him from
From leaving?
getting hit on all sides.
Ivan can't escape?
Well, I mean, that wasn't like the plan. It's not like you can't ever leave.
Uh-huh.
It's more like,
Mhm.
hopefully you don't get hit on both sides. But whatever. Take it for what you will. Try to
Okay.
do nice things to people.
Is that your turn?
Yeah,
Nothing you can do will be seen as nice in the eyes of the chat.
evidently.
uh,
I mean, Clan wants us to burn the stone building.
I think he missed the part of it being stone, but yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Dudarn, you're up.
Clan likes the fire. Oh god, that sentence!
I'm just gonna swing my axe at something that's not really particularly anything.
So, like a part of the ground?
At a living thing, hopefully. Come on. 12.
12 hits.
Hey, it's a little higher. 6.
So who are you hitting?
I was attack the same one I did earlier.
This one. Okay. You swing out and your axe manages to get a deep cut into this creature, its corpse dropping to the ground, a pool of sort of like blackish, reddish goo leaking out from it.
Woo, demon killing time.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Ivan, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to just smack this demon back into the pit.
Okay.
Unsuccessfully. Using
Wah,
the
wah.
spiritual weapon.
Okay. Alright. Yep.
Okay, that will hit.
Oh,
10
there it
damage.
is. Yep, with a swing, it is dead. The weapon gets a good hit on the side of this creature's head, and it falls over.
I'm gonna kind of move up.
Okay.
Can I attempt to intimidate the demons on either side and get them to attack me instead of Dudarn and Zai?
I suppose. What would you do to call their attention?
I'm gonna laugh, I guess, at the demon I just killed and just like look at them, just like waving my weapons. Like, assuming they don't understand me, but in common, just like taunt them.
Make a performance check for me.
Believe that's a 14.
Yeah, let's see. One of them turns towards you, leaving Dudarin to come and try and kill you.
Perfect.
This one right here.
Great. That's my turn.
Okay. And Zai, you're up. Surrounded by these creatures. One of them has just cut you. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna grip my quarterstaff in 2 hands. I'm gonna try to actually hit that guy with
Okay.
it. Well,
12 hits. That's a reroll. Dice magic.
for 13 damage.
Okay, yeah, this strike comes out and there's a loud crack, and you can see as the side of his skull caves in on itself, blood gushing from his mouth. He falls over dead.
I'm just gonna shake my staff to get the demon blood off it, and I'll turn to him and I will try to hit him with an unarmed strike. And that is 22.
Definitely hits. This one's also wounded, so if we get good enough here, need a 2 at least. There it is. The creature is dead as you punch out, breaking some sort of bone around its throat. It like holds its neck for a brief second and then just like gargles while it falls to the ground.
Okay, so I'm just gonna step over here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. After that, now it's the enemy's turn. Let's roll luck for your group. It's a 13. Okay. These creatures, they all jump down on you at the same time, Minaltirn. Their claws and their razor-sharp teeth running towards you. The only thing else that you see before they're all upon you is more of them appearing on the side of the roof here. So I got some attacks coming. Let's do 3 attacks on Minaltirn. Does a
Really
13
want to.
hit.
Not with my mage armor, it don't.
Okay, nice. All 3 of them miss. There's no aim, no rhyme or reason. They're just flailing, and you find it easy, actually, to move out of the way. And one of the strikes is about to hit you when a magical barrier of force pushes his hand out of that direction. Meanwhile, an attack on Dudarin for 14?
Nope.
Okay, and then one on Ivan with disadvantage. Oh, but those are both kind of high. Does an 18 hit?
No, it is not.
Nigga, what? You have
19
19
AC.
AC? Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Got that splint mail, got that dwarven shield going.
Oh yeah, you did get splint. Yep, okay, you're a beast.
Oh, shit.
Meanwhile, let's see here. That is their turn. Minaltirn, you're up.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Moving, closer back to back with Ivan, would that provoke any opportunity attack?
2 of them, yes.
Okay, from
Those ones, yeah.
from this guy. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and smack this guy with my staff.
Okay.
That's a strength roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus proficiency. I think wizards can use staves.
Yes.
Staves.
That's 7 plus. Plus. Only think that's a +1, so 8. Wow.
And proficiency?
So it's +2 minus 1.
Oh. What?
I have -1 strength.
Oh, right. Okay, you missed. Wowee. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That was a rough life right there.
Hey, you know how it is.
Things we do for flavor.
Mm-hmm. Right? Here. So moving here would invoke 2.
Yes.
Moving here would invoke 3.
Yes.
Correct?
Is he risking it for the biscuit?
I'm going to risk it for the biscuit.
Oh no.
Here we go. 3 attacks
Oh.
coming your way.
Ah,
I've got a 7, a 15.
15 meets.
Okay, and the other one is a 14, so 1 hit. One of them manages to gnaw your arm, its sharp fangs digging down for 6 points of damage, but you do
Okay.
manage to pull your arm free and escape into the room, running past Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
Could I witness to him missing him with his staff?
Through the doorway, no, you probably wouldn't, because you just got like a
damn.
double kill. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Nice. Dudarin, you're up.
Well, I believe I will appease chat and Sparta kick this one into the pit.
Okay.
So just
Darren
strength.
says, I am Spartacus for no apparent reason.
That's I am Dudarin.
That's an 18.
Okay, let's see.
I'm sorry, 17.
So,
I don't
are
know,
you making like an athletics shove, basically?
Yeah, I just added my strength.
Okay, so let's see. So, this creature is knocked off the side and tumbles down to, presumably, its death below.
But what did Dudarin say when he did it?
Mm-hmm.
He just screamed.
Cut off
Hello.
my arm.
Please. That's all I want.
This is fun!
This is not a war cry, this is a request, a plea for help. Is that it?
If that's an action, yes.
Okay, so Ivan, you're up.
Okay, I'll use my spiritual weapon first to attack that last demon.
Okay.
Give me a 15 hits.
Certainly hits.
And will a 9 kill it?
A 9 kills it.
Turn around and then take a swing at this one right outside the door.
Okay.
Uh, 20 hits, I assume.
20 certainly hits. Roll damage.
6 damage.
6. Okay. Swinging out, there is a smash that hits this creature. It is still alive for a brief. No, actually, this one's taken a little bit of damage. Some magic missiles have softened him up. So your hammer strike manages to kill this creature. You can hear as ribs break under its heavy swing, and it is gone.
That is my turn.
Okay, so after that, let's see here. Rolling for luck for the group.
Wait, what
Oh
about
no,
me?
wait, sorry, Zai, you're up. I'm too eager to kill you all, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna slip past Ivan here, and so this guy here, I'm gonna whack at him
Okay.
a hard two-handed blow, hopefully.
Ooh, reroll that, please.
Ooh. 22.
Okay, yeah, got it. Oh.
For 4 damage.
Okay, he's still alive. He's been softened up, but not that much.
Okay, so let's go key point for 2 more bonus attacks. We're gonna go 1 on the first guy here, and then 1 on the second guy.
Okay,
That's that'll be on the guy that I just attacked with the staff there.
that hits.
15.
Yeah.
Then this will be for the other guy.
Oh,
The 20.
might get another double kill here.
Okay, so there's the first guy. That's 4.
Okay, he is dead.
And we'll turn around and do a second blow on the next guy. For 8 damage.
Okay. You run out swinging your staff, it gets a hit, and then you turn around making a set of punches that drop both of these creatures down to the ground.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a couple steps out here. I'm gonna take a couple looks at these two, and then look at this one, and then I'm just gonna stand there ready.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Roll for direction now. A horrible shattering and loud, bassy noise comes from down under the ground. It echoes up, and you see here, Dudairn, right by you, what looks like a movement in the floor, and then a crack which runs out. The temple is going to collapse. The creatures over here all jump down on you, Dudairn. Or sorry, Zai. And 3 attacks. That's not very favorable, but that 18 might hit.
Yes, that will hit.
So let's see. Oh, that one jumped out. 3 plus... Okay, so you take 4 points of damage total from that. As one of them manages to claw out and gets a strike in. After that, it's your turn, Minotaur, and you too can see that over towards that corner of the building, the temple is beginning to collapse.
Okay. Well, doing the intelligent thing, I then leave the temple.
You look over, is it that time already? Well, must be going now.
I'm gonna make my way around over to the back of this one, and
Okay.
I'm actually gonna use my dagger because I don't have a negative to that. I
Okay.
actually have a +5 to that.
Dude, that's insane. Since when?
Since I didn't suck at dex.
The dex.
Is that-
Since I didn't suck at the dex.
I'm sorry, not 5, 4, but still
Okay.
12.
12 hits, though, so you're good. Let's see what you get.
Where's my d4s?
Two,
That
okay.
is a 2 plus 2, 4.
Alright. Is that your
Shank him
turn?
a little bit. Yep.
Okay. Dudairn, you're up.
To the cracks in the floor.
Oh, by the way, when I run out, are there any kind of visible cracks in the ground over
No.
here? Okay.
Dudairn, what was that?
So the cracks are on the floor.
Yes. There are cracks in the floor.
Part of me wants to stay here and hope the demon pops out.
What would the hero do? What would Dudairn do?
Dude, Aaron would wait for the demon.
Okay.
I'm
Dudairn,
gonna
are you gonna just
ready.
like hold your turn?
it's like ready an attack if it pops out there.
Okay. It's your turn, Ivan. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll step over here, make an attack on this demon.
Okay.
A 13.
Okay, that hits.
Actually, roll that.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
4 damage.
4. Okay. Almost an 8. It's still alive.
Okay. Then I'll make a second attack, spiritual weapon.
Okay. Oh,
And that's a miss.
okay. That's a miss. Let's see here. I'm gonna roll luck for you.
Okay.
That's a 2. Your spiritual weapon swings out and then disappears from existence. Spell falls apart.
Oh. Alright.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright, Zai, you're up. There's creatures on all sides, but your companions are running out here to help.
I'll attack the guy that Metal Tyrion attacked first. Two-handed swing with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Oh,
That's
okay.
19.
That hits. Ooh, 7 plus.
3 for 10.
Which one?
The guy that he attacked with the dagger.
Okay. Yep, with a swing, you send this one flying across, and it hits over here on the stone wall before slumping over dead.
Okay, and so I will turn around. I'll attack this next guy here with no damage next, or try to with my bonus attack,
Okay.
unarmed.
Ooh.
That's 21.
Yep.
Or whoop.
Yep.
Or 7.
7. Okay. This one's still alive. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay on my ground and brace myself for an attack.
Okay. Nothing shows up there, Dudarin. The creature does not come around the corner, and instead, you hear behind you what sounds like the crack starting to spread. And those of you outside, you see something. There's a crack that runs up the side of the wall, and then the earth at the base of that crack starts to fall into the ground like the very earth is being torn apart. And as this happens, the creatures attacking Yuzai are not paying any attention and instead get swallowed up as a chasm in the ground opens up and consumes them alive. But I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. You must beat a 10. Okay.
I
That
think
is
I'm
higher
okay.
than a 10.
Alright. There's now a
23 if it
large
matters.
hole here that goes into nothingness.
Can I see like anything at all in there?
Ah, looking down there, no, it goes too far. And you're all in pseudo combat here. What do you
Doesn't
want to
he
do?
see 2 little demon spawn falling to their doom?
Yes, for a brief moment.
How long before I hear the thud? Is it probably about the same depth as the thing out here?
Yes.
Okay.
I just shout run, and then I book it to I book it to here
Okay.
and turn around and just kind of look to see where the cracks are forming.
Right. Okay. How about the rest of you guys? What are you gonna do?
Oh,
I'm gonna go
that's
get
the
Dudarin
wrong
out
way,
of the. I'm gonna go get Dudarin and drag him out of there.
But the demon, guys.
I'm thinking of a good cupcake recipe. Let me be.
Look, Dudarin, this building is collapsing. Got a better chance outside. I'm not abandoning it. We'll still kill the demon.
But Dudarin and I both have no argument. So.
Right, so I'll head out with Dudarin and just get a safe distance away.
Okay. How about you, Ivan?
How likely does it seem like the area I'm standing on is about to collapse?
Everything is tumbling around you, so probably likely.
I reluctantly retreat.
Okay. All of you step away, and the temple continues to crumble. Nearby, to your left here in Meneltyrn, you watch as this central pillar here, starts to turn a little bit. Like, it shifts in position, and then moves like a couple inches to the left, and then just starts to sink into the ground.
As that happens, I move back right about over here.
Okay. This side of the temple here, the whole thing on the left just crumbles and falls apart, just leaving like rubble that falls out, stones spilling all over the place before its rocks fall into the earth itself. A scream comes out, and you see what looks like a large plume of bright orange and dark red flame that dances around itself, that bursts out of the ground. It's large enough to consume an area of like 30 feet across, and it bursts like over here where this large hole is. What do you guys want to do?
I scream, "Get out of here and fight, nerd!"
Yeah, I'll probably yell as well, but I'll yell in Abyssal.
Okay, what do you say to
Show yourself. It's true what they, or unless it's true what they say, that demons are cowards. The devils were right.
Oh shit!
With that, there's an incredibly loud scream that comes out, much worse than the ones before, and you see as there's almost like an explosion of earth here, right in front, that causes the archway to just explode outwards, and pieces of rock go flying, and a large fist comes out of the ground. Though it's not like a normal fist, it looks like it's just two like razor-sharp blades that meet into some sort of strange appendage that's like a hand made only for holding these horrible like scissors or shears. And then another arm comes out, and then another arm, and then another arm as it pulls itself out of the ground. And
Edward Scissorhands comes to kill us.
the end. Let's see here.
He ain't that tough. Look how tiny he is.
Fresh to death with no damage on him, so let's erase that. There we go. And let's make him to scale probably around here.
That's a little bit larger than I had anticipated.
We'll be
Come on,
fine.
guys, go for the knees.
It is your turn, Meneltier. This thing has just come out of the ground, and it's clear that everything around it is still falling apart. You don't know how much of this earth is going to be swallowed up, and the three of your companions stand close to this beast as it makes its way out.
Okay. Let me just pull up the spell I want to use, because I want to check out what the DC is.
Cast some Freyans.
I'm a cast friend.
Does that work on things that are hostile towards you?
No.
Does this thing have
Let's see
multiple
here.
arms?
Yes,
Oh.
it has 4 of them.
30 feet is 6, correct?
40 feet? No, that's 8.
30.
Oh, 30. Yeah, that's 6.
Okay. Right about. Okay, good. I can get within 30 feet, and I cast blindness. That is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Well, let's see. 11.
Nope.
Okay.
Spell save DC 13.
Let's see here. Indeed, this creature seems to have been blinded. You feel as your spell takes hold of it, and it cannot see as it thrashes about.
1 minute, so 10 rounds.
Okay. 10 rounds. And it can make a save at the end of its turn?
Choose one creature. If it fails, the target is either blinded or deafened for the duration.
Wow.
At the end of each of its turns, it can make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
On a successful save, it ends at the end of its turn, though. So
Okay.
that is that, and that's all there is for Meneltier.
Alright, so it's up to you now, Dudare. Since the creature is blinded, anybody who attacks it will have advantage. Until that ends, of course. Well, Dudaren, what is the move? The legendary
Dude.
hero.
Dude, Aaron may not be completely smart, but he has battle knowledge. And therefore, with large creatures, you go for the Achilles tendon.
Okay, swing for the legs.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Break the wrist, walk away.
I was trying to actually get on his thing.
Okay, so you're right
But-
up to him right now.
Yeah. So, advantage because he's blinded?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, ooh.
Why not the 20? That's a 14.
You miss.
Well, it's the boss. Let's accent surge. Do this again.
Can't beat logic like that.
Oh.
Better.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
Whoa.
Okay, alright. Yep.
That is a 22.
22 definitely hits. Roll that damage. Let's see what you get.
Does your crit range ever expand to 18?
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
eventually.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
There's the damage. That's 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Boom.
Let's see.
Get wrecked, son.
You slash out with your axe, and though you get a cut in, you notice that your blade doesn't go nearly as far as you had hoped, and the creature doesn't flinch a bit.
Yeah. I guess I should be like behind him since I'm attacking his tendon.
Okay. Ivan,
That
you're
time
up.
it worked.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to it.
Are you though?
I mean, he's very tall. Apparently, can't get very close. Go for his foot. Just trying to crush all the bones in his foot. That's only an 11. But you know what? I'll throw the guiding strike on there, turning it into a 21.
Okay, that does hit. Roll damage. Let's see what you get.
5.
5 damage. Okay. You strike and manage to get this creature, but similar to what Dudarin has noticed, your strike does not seem to be very effective. Is that your turn?
Yes. I will also, I guess, continue to try and taunt it in common. Hoping it attacks me instead of Dudarin.
Okay. Zai, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to go all out while he's blind for now, and I'm gonna use a key
Oh,
point,
advantage. Whatever.
and I'll do 3 attacks. The first one, and all for the foot
Okay.
that was previously attacked. So here's the first one with the staff. That's a 16.
Miss.
Okay, and then so 2 more. First armed attack.
Ooh,
Man, that's definitely not hitting.
that's not happening.
And advantage, and I've already 0 for 4. There we go.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Wish I had gotten that.
Rolling each side of the spectrum.
Alright, let's roll this big D4. for 4 damage.
Massive damage.
Mm-hmm.
3 attacks with advantage, 4 damage. Okay, and then I'll just kind of like dive through his legs on the other side of him and hang it
Okay.
over here.
After that, oh goodness. Is it an action for the creature to try and break the blindness, or does it just get to make an attempt at the end of its turn?
I believe it's just at the end of its turn, but I'll double check for you as it tries to kill my friends.
Yes.
Can you check after it tries to kill us?
No, yeah, it is just like something
At the
that
end of its
happens
turn,
at the end of
yeah.
its turn.
Alright, here we go, boys. 4 attacks. It flails out madly, giving 1 to each of you. Ivan first. Okay. It's disadvantage. That helped greatly. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay.
Wait, who's getting 2 hits?
Yeah, you'll find that out in a minute.
Oh,
1
boy.
over towards Zai, and Zai does a 18 hit.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what we have
This
for
is
damage
with
here.
a disadvantage, guys.
You take 17 points of damage, Zai.
Whoa!
Wow. Is Zai dead?
No.
Okay. An attack on Dudarin. And, okay, that's a 13. And
That's
then
enough.
let's see who's the lucky one. A 1, 2, or a 3 will determine. 1 being Ivan. That's 3. Dudarin, the creature swings at you again.
Yay!
And, okay, that's an 18.
That hits.
You take 21 points of damage.
I wish you could see the face of distress.
With that, it'll make an attempt to break out of this blindness. And what's it? A con save?
Con save, yes, let me just... Yeah, Constitution save DC 13.
It breaks out of it.
Fuck you.
And that is its turn.
Well...
Milturn, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to cast Pasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
Ooh,
Wisdom save DC 13.
okay.
He will fall prone. I don't know if that will be... I mean, if he fails, that is. I don't know if that big giant hole
He
We'll
just
make
rolled a
things
20.
You know what? I'm glad he rolled it on that.
Will asks, what floor of the dungeon are they on?
Metal Tier, I want you to make me a promise. If we
Are you
survive
shouting this?
this. No, this is tabletop.
Okay.
If we survive this and level at any point, take a fucking damage spell.
I'm taking. I get one more cantrip at the next level, and it's going to be Firebolt.
Well, let's like not die here first.
So,
I'll
is
just
that
run
your
away,
turn?
guys. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
Alright.
I'm not gonna get closer and risk getting hit if I can't hit it.
Dude, Darren, you're up.
Well, let's go ahead and burn the second wind right now.
Okay.
There
Okay,
you go.
10,
Not bad.
that's not bad.
How
Okay.
much damage did it do?
21,
No big
so
deal.
you know, almost my entire health. That's fine. We're just gonna throw an axe at it, or swing an axe at it. And fail miserably.
Okay. So you swing and miss. Is that your turn? It's looking grim, guys.
Unfortunately, yeah.
We did
Yeah.
what is that? 5 plus 3 plus 2? It's not bad. Some-
I do scream
Solid
out,
hit.
Ivan, I hate your god.
Okay. Ivan, it's your turn. Your god's just been insulted.
I just kind of glare back and then shout, Tilva, lend me strength, and cast Divine Favor on the Warhammer.
Oh. Jacob says, Ivan, you can't die. What will I do with my life? Divine Favor gives you bonus damage on your strikes, does it not?
1d4 radiance damage on my strikes.
Roll a wisdom check for me, please.
Oh dear. That's
get-
16.
Okay, I was about to
Or
say if
wait,
you get a
so
50.
straight wisdom? Or
A wisdom check, yeah.
just wisdom, that would be... What did I roll?
I don't know, what did you roll?
11, I think.
Okay, so that would be a 17?
17, okay. You can add to your damage, not a d4, but 2 d4s. As you call out to
Oh,
Tilda,
shit.
it's evident that she's watching, and you feel twice the vitality run through you as you call on her powers.
God damn it, I just pissed off another god. Why?
At which point I strike this demon.
Oh, hey, okay.
23 hits?
You actually hit, yep, good stuff.
Man, what is this?
It's a backup character.
The total of all. That's a lot of damage.
That's good.
A good 16 damage.
Okay, this strike leaves a large mark on the demon. It's like you've implanted some sort of radiant essence into it, and there's a burned mark, like a branding almost, in the shape of the end of your hammer that is like now stuck there on the creature's leg, and little wisps of smoke come off from it. You can all smell the scent of burning flesh as the snowy landscape around you is kind of like imposed against this heat which is here. Is that your turn?
I use Bolt of Inspiration to attack again.
Okay.
And...
Oh,
and
yeah.
as it hits, I yell, and again!
Okay.
Assuming that a 19 hits.
19 hits.
Okay. Don't want to prematurely have a call out there.
Don't want to
Oh, hey.
blow too early.
Okay, yeah. Another, I don't know how you're calculating it, so it's plus 2 strike mod.
Okay. So that's 8 plus your other stuff.
It's 10, right?
10
Or
total.
so yeah,
Eight-
it's
eight
8
plus
plus
4
4
radiant.
radiant damage.
And the last one was 10 plus 6 radiant.
Okay. Let's see here. So, you get another strike on this creature, and it turns its attention towards you, clearly no longer blinded. You have its attention. And Zai, it's your turn. Assuming that you're done, Ivan.
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Seeing that happen, I'm just gonna say, Bilbo, help me out. And assuming nothing happens, I'm gonna use my last key point to try to get 3 attacks on this guy.
Okay.
Oh, this is the one that matters. This is the one that needs to hit. Come on. 21.
21 hits.
There you go.
Okay, that's the first one. Next one is a...
No.
Not gonna hit. And the last one. Last one is a 17.
17 hits.
Okay, so... Oh, damn it. For a big... What is that? 10 damage.
10 damage, okay. You swing out with your staff hitting the creature. It's still standing, and it looks like your group has managed to leave some wounds on it. It bleeds from a few different places and staggers a bit, but still moves with most of its strength. And is that your turn, Zai?
Yep.
Ivan, I need you to make for me an athletics check, please.
Okay. A relatively high number.
Relatively high?
It's 20.
Oh, okay. The creature attempts to grab you, and with one of its large bladed appendages, tries to get you caught in between them and lift you off the ground, but you're able to make your way out. And in frustration, it then attempts to get you with another one, all while saying that you reek of holiness, and tries to pull you up. And this time, okay, make another check.
Oh no.
This is the time for
Athletics?
the nat 20.
That's cool.
You're lifted off the ground, held here in one of the pincers, helpless there. He turns you and then throws you in towards the temple, which is still crumbling behind. And your body goes smashing through the rock. And let's see here. Make a constitution check.
Is that a con check or a con saving throw?
Oh, saving throw, sorry.
Okay. Well, 9 regardless.
9?
9.
Oh, that ain't great. That ain't great.
No?
Okay. Ivan, you take 9 points of damage as your body slams through a rock wall, which was already structurally damaged. You find yourself on the other end, and now you're hurtling through the air when you get towards over here, and you're about to fall down towards the pit. Make for me a strength saving throw to hold on. Okay, you're hanging off the edge of the pit.
I
Do I
told
feel
you
like I get to
we
climb
used
back up with
all
the nat
the
20?
bad rolls in the dungeon.
With a nat 20, I'll say yes, you do get to climb back, so you're right here. And you don't have to spend some of your movement getting back up next turn. And Meneltirn, it's yours.
Oh, god damn. Running at this thing is certain death, so I gotta use my brain somehow. How? Over
Sorry.
Oh, Chad?
No, because chat's like rip, and I thought they were all talking about like the fact that Ivan almost died, and I like scroll up to see what they're talking about, and it's like, I hate the internet, I hate the real world, I hate the Jews. Truth, I am a Jew. Okay, alright, back to the task at hand, which is not a
got out of
TPK.
Okay. Over here, the structural damage is. Does it appear like there's anything that I could, like, I want to wedge it over in this direction to cause more earth to kind of collapse,
Wedge what?
like a large stone or boulder.
And how
A
would
piece
you
of
do
the
that?
temple. I have a lever, also known as a quarterstaff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I'm asking. What is over here? Like,
Right,
what
a
is
bunch
the
of crumbling pieces of the temple, which is
Mhm.
in between falling into holes in the ground or
Okay.
shaking like it's going to soon.
Okay, and this pillar, how structurally sound is it, considering this one essentially vanished?
It hasn't fallen into the ground yet.
Okay. None of those things are things I wanted to exactly hear.
It's Got
Oh,
3
well.
non-answers. I'm feeling pretty confident about my plan.
To kill us all. Christ. Shut up, chat. I know I'm the worst wizard.
I like him.
I mean, there's not much for me to do.
I think the blind was a really good move, but he just like he busted out of it with a 20 on the next turn. It was like, oh
I know.
no, oof. There we go.
So,
The TPK is around the corner.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Would I think that this pillar is structurally unsound enough for me to push it over?
Roll insight.
Okay.
Ooh,
4.
you have no idea.
Okay. That doesn't seem like the best idea. So, I mean, I can't let him die.
Oh,
I gotta go stab him.
oh god.
Yeah. I get him with my dagger.
Roll an attack.
Oh.
Christ.
Let's see here. Mental Tear, you strike out. Oh, that's a 4 for luck. That ain't good. And your dagger breaks against its skin. It doesn't get stuck. It doesn't miss. It doesn't slide off. The blade itself just chink falls apart, leaving you with a handle and a little tiny piece of blade left on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Let this be a lesson to all wizards, says the chat.
I hope that this demon is like, haha, what a loser, and just
He
completely
probably didn't
ignores
even
me.
notice.
Good. He doesn't even know I'm there. Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's staring at Ivan, who like should have fallen down into the hole but didn't. So, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I used all my move to get over there.
Dude, Aaron, you're up.
Axes sometimes work.
Axes sometimes work. Ooh.
Not that time, though.
Not today, though. Oh, goodness. No, that's a miss.
Well, I'm just gonna stay here because death is going to happen if I move.
Right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Ivan, it's you. Now, a question. Did you... I forget, Divine Favor, is that concentration?
It is, right.
You had
Okay.
taken 9 points of damage, so roll to see if you beat the 10, which is the lowest a concentration check can be.
That's a 10.
Okay, so you're good. So you still have the spell.
Okay.
Tilva's divine power is still with you. What do you want to do?
Is the demon facing away from me, or is it facing me now?
Oh, it is staring at you. Your friends are all around it making their attacks, but it's looking towards you.
Okay. I'm gonna run up. Do I think I could hit it in the face if I jumped?
You would have to jump off of something else given your stature.
Okay. I'm just gonna run up, I guess. The leg that I had hit before,
Yes.
how weakened does it look?
Well, you got 2 very good strikes on it. It looks like it's one that he's limping with, and you can actually see muscle fibers like straining there, and it's clear he's not putting as much weight on it.
Okay. I'll take a swing at his other leg.
Oh, okay.
Question: what does a protect from evil do?
It gives you cool stuff.
Very cool stuff. It's a 22.
22. Okay. So, 22 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Going to be 7 normal damage, 4 radiant.
7 normal, 4 radiant. Okay.
Does it look like the radiant damage is doing more?
Yes. It's plain to see that the creature does not like it.
I will then attack a second time.
Okay. Oh, reroll, please. That is jank.
So close to a 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah! Oh, okay. Oh,
17?
the dice gods. 17 hits. Roll damage. Let's see what we get.
Give me 2 4s and the d4s. It's not quite what I wanted, but alright. 8 normal, 3 radiant.
Okay. You get another good strike, and this leg shakes for a brief second and then repositions, but he seems to be nowhere near falling over at this point. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Zai, you're up.
So how big is he? If I tried to I don't know, jump up and grapple one of his arms.
Think like the Cyclops, but not fat, just muscle and these horrible scything arms.
Chat says kick him in the balls.
Oh fuck, let's just try to get some damage in. I'm gonna try to hit him with the staff first. God damn. That's a 3? Or no, it's an 8.
Okay,
And then
eight's
the bonus attack is
Oh.
a 7.
Okay, that's two
that's it.
misses. Is that your turn?
I guess, yeah.
The creature turns back, seeing you approach once again, and turns towards you, Ivan, and then swings downwards a set of 4 blades coming down in your direction. And then
All at
sweeps
Ivan?
outwards with the other 2. So
Okay.
one goes towards Zai, and then one goes towards Dudairn. So 2 attacks on you, Ivan. Your protection from good and evil's gone, right?
That. Yeah.
Okay.
I've also-
Oh shit, clan.
Here we
you're
go.
right.
2 attacks.
I forgot about that shit. I'm a fucking idiot.
Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. Both attacks miss. Oh goodness. Okay. Zai.
Oh, please no.
Let's see here. That one bounced out. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, and Dudairn. Oh! Does a 28 hit?
No. What did you roll?
Dudairn.
You fucking monster.
He can roll 28. How bad were all these other rolls to not hit us?
Dudairn, you take 11 points of damage. Are you still with us?
I'm alive.
You're alive? Okay. Then, Meneltyrn, it's your turn.
Okay. Thanks to the chat for reminding me of my abilities. Since the creature is within 5 feet of me and can hear me, I use my hypnotic gaze. That is a-
Interesting.
DC 13 wisdom.
Here we go. Is the creature wise enough?
I was a 47.
I will tell you it has a +3 to this roll. If it gets a 10, so that's exactly a 50-50. Is that right? Is my math correct?
Yeah.
Am I smoking crack? Here we go.
You might be smoking crack.
Well, I will just leave the roll there and tell you that you failed.
Well, you're fucked. Well, that's my action, so.
Okay.
He failed the roll?
Yep. No, he passed. He passed
Oh,
the
he
save.
passed.
It doesn't affect him. And Dudairn, it's your turn.
I try and tackle the demon into the pit.
Oh my.
Okay. Make for me a athletics check, please.
Now is the time. That is a 23.
Well, it got a 14. You push this creature, and it slips back, starting to fall into the pit. As it does, its hands wave out as it attempts to grab onto whatever it can, and nearby, it does have a few possible ones to go for.
Oh, I tackled it. I was taking us both down.
Yeah, okay. So,
Oh god.
you are attached to this creature now. You are successfully holding onto it as you are starting to fall down this pit. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Zai, as it starts to fall into the pit.
If he grabs the wizard, then it'll be like what? What am I thinking? Gandalf in the Balrog.
Except
That
Gandalf was
is
confident.
17.
Shut up!
And people
was
didn't
also
want
basically
Gandalf
a
to
fighter.
die.
Let's see. 17 versus a... Wow, you actually... Fuck. You made it. Okay, so you managed to evade this as you see Dudarin runs up and tackles this creature, smashing into its damaged leg, and it staggers for a moment, tumbling, falling to one knee, but its knee doesn't have anything to land on. It falls into the pit instead, and its body begins to fall over. A hand goes over the side there, or more like a couple of blades, which almost grab onto you, Zai, before the two of them fall into the pit. Now, let's see here.
Now, who's on the bottom?
So we are going to load in the pit here. Let's say that,
Chat, I just want you to know that your hate powers me and makes me stronger. I live on your hate. I can't cast Featherfall. I have no more spells.
So this is a raised area at the center that seems to have the broken remnants of the stairwell here that goes up, and the two of you fall landing over here. And let's see. Go ahead and make for me a second athletics check to position yourself so the creature takes most of the damage instead of you, as you guys all fall 100 feet down. I think chat secretly has a crush on you, Charlie.
I know.
He
right?
just gave you the winky face. That
I noticed.
he is begging for the D.
That's a 17.
A 17? Okay, let's see what the creature gets in response to that. Oh, it rolled a nat 20. Nope, it's not happening. Okay, you try to maneuver, but instead the two of you with equal force smash into the ground. Oh, this might be the end of Dudarin.
How much damage does
I
it have
want-
to do to kill you?
To mention, not a lot. I left my axes on the ground
Okay.
up top.
I am about to roll 9 d10s, and as we all know, that means roughly about 9 damage. So, this damage will be applied to both of you.
Well, I'm
Says
currently
you're fine. Might lose a leg.
How much HP do you have? Like, what can we not exceed, just so we know as we go into this?
I'm currently at 4.
What?
And yeah.
What do you mean, what? Those hits were like 20 plus.
Well, no, just like, I have 4 HP, I'm gonna tackle him into the hole. Like, I thought he had, like, some health backing it up. You know, I didn't think he was thinking, like, pure suicide, you know?
Honestly, if you
Heroes
didn't do it,
don't
I was thinking it for the
suicide.
last couple of turns too, so...
Heroes don't suicide if they have other options.
Okay, well... Alright, so what's your max HP?
26.
So we can't exceed 30 damage on these 9 d10s.
Holy shit.
Oh,
But then adversely, we want this stupid demon to die.
So, what
Dude,
is it?
Darren has
That's-
to die to kill a demon. That's probably okay.
Okay, here we go. The first 3. That's 13.
It's not looking good.
The next 3.
30% chance of
Chat,
survival.
yeah, chat's calculating your odds. It's like the poker thing when they're like, oh, he's got the 2 aces. It's like this much of the win. Oh. That's 21 plus 13. So you are currently knocked. Wait, no. That's it, right?
Unless Tilva
21
wants to save
plus-
him.
13? Yeah, that's...
So we're over
Yeah.
by 4. Okay. So we're at 34 damage, and then to add on to that, another...
Insult to injury.
Wow. Okay. 23.
How many pieces am I in?
How much damage?
I don't
was
think there's a
this?
piece, man. It's just a splatter.
Nah, he's fine.
Well, it's a good thing I found out about this. I was gonna jump down the hole after them. I don't think I want to do
God.
that now.
Okay, you all see Dudarin disappear into the hole here, tumbling with the demon.
I'm just gonna yell out, Dude, no!
Oh, fuck. Use a sponge. Res him.
He'll be fine.
Oh no. Okay, it's whose turn is after? Ivan. Ivan, it's you.
okay. Can I see? I assume there's like a bottom to this pit, and I've seen them fall.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
you can't see them at the bottom because of the distance, but you saw them fall. Yeah.
Is there light from his little pebble casting on them?
No, it doesn't go far enough.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I do know that the pit, I guess, isn't bottomless. Okay. I'm gonna jump in after them.
What?
And yeah. So
If your friends
Like-
were jumping off a cliff, would you do
Yeah.
it too?
I want to try and do it Dark Souls style and do a plunging attack, so I like hit the demon as I go down to slow myself down.
Okay. Okay. The creature's laying on the ground, so make an attack with advantage.
Wait, are you telling me this creature is alive after taking 57
Yeah, it's still alive.
damage?
Yeah, it's still alive.
Okay. So 21.
21. Okay. I told you I had fun stuff planned for you guys today.
Are you reading chat right now? Dudarin, the hero with 2 wooden legs and a wooden arm. He's more chair than human.
I wish I had a jar. I would just like scrape up what was left of him.
Skin him. Wear his face. Pretend to be Dudarin. Nothing changed.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You get a good strike, so Ivan, you're going to take the damage of falling him, but since you're landing on the creature, you'll take a reduced amount. I'm going to give you the first 6 d6s instead of all 9.
Yeah, good. Only
So,
60 damage.
we're going to roll that first, and then we'll calculate the damage of your hammer afterwards.
Ivan,
Alright.
what are you at, by the way?
It's a good question.
21.
21. Okay.
So, the first 3, 17.
Oh my god.
Next. 13. So, you're unconscious after this.
Yeah.
So 17, 13, so it's 30 damage total. Okay, so you fly down, and with your hammer strike, you go wailing here. You're not gonna go into overdrive though. Like you don't die instantly from this, right?
No.
Okay,
It's
go
just
ahead and
unconscious.
roll your damage.
Okay. Okay. 7 normal, 7 radiant.
7 normal, 7 radiant. Okay. Staring down into the pit, Zai and Meneltyrn, you see as Ivan just flies down there with the hammer in his hand. A divine light comes from it, a smoking essence of like white yellowish light leaking off of it. And as he goes further down into the hole, gathering speed, you see eventually the light that comes off of his hammer, revealing this demonic creature here, which is currently getting up, and the corpse of Dudairn laying next to him. And that's when the hammer strikes, hitting the creature right center in its chest, and you see what looks like a shockwave of light that just like bursts out and illuminates the entirety of the room. You see all around in this area what looks like dwarven soldiers that have been carved into stone, all standing there dutifully in a line, facing the center, almost like they're watching as Ivan comes down and smashes this creature, killing it. You are no longer in combat.
God damn.
I pull out a couple of pittons and scramble down as fast as I can without going fast enough that I'm gonna slip and kill myself.
Since he's going quickly, I will make sure that his pittons are secure and make my way down carefully after him.
Okay.
Wait, we only have 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, it's kind of a trick.
Oh no, I'm just like using the pittons to like stab it into the wall and like go down.
Oh.
I don't have time for this rope shit. Dude, Aaron just
I
fell
got
down
you.
and then Ivan went after him.
Can't monks like
Oh,
still
boy.
fall or something? Or not yet?
At level 4 I do.
Who has the puzzle box? Question.
Ivan.
Ivan, okay.
Making your way down there, you start to climb and scale the walls. The structural integrity of everything here is shaky at best, but the rumbling that was destroying the temple has long since stopped. And slowly you start to carve your way down, eventually making your way over here. And Meneltyrn, are you watching from up top?
Yeah, that's about as much as I can do at this point.
Laying on the ground, you can see there his hammer is still glowing. Ivan's body is there on the ground. And Dudairn is laying next to him as well. I actually need a series of death saving throws from you, Ivan, because there's no way that Zai would be able to climb that in the speed it would take to get to you and do a medicine check. So here we will see if Ivan survives.
Doesn't get. Oh,
Holy fuck!
Okay.
Jesus
Get
Christ! Ivan, you wake
fucked.
up!
fuck you, D&D. We win. We win D&D.
You're partway climbing down, like just taking your first foot off of the rock, stepping on solid ground, Zaya, when you turn around and just see Ivan like blink his eyes for a moment there, his hammer like still just glowing. There's like a dull ring, like a musical note which emanates from it and fills the whole cave. The creature's body is turning into dust, and there's a gaping hole of like dark charcoal at the center of its chest, which is spreading throughout the rest of its body, leaving like a skeleton, which then too turns to dust, and the whole thing is just slowly disappearing into nothingness.
Alright, well, as soon as I see him wake up, as I'm climbing, I'm just gonna yell down, check on Darren. Is he alright?
As the two of you look over, you can see that Dudaren's body does not move one bit.
I walk over to Dudaren and kind of like kneel down next to him.
I'll do the same.
I look up into the sky.
You see through the hole what looks like Meneltyr staring down at you.
Redirecting my eyes slightly so I'm not looking at Meneltyr.
There is no god, only Meneltyr.
I say, Tilva, this brave soul selflessly gave his life in service to rid this demon. I ask of you, give him a second chance to serve you.
An angelic voice fills the room and beams of light come raining down. You can see, though it doesn't fit the time of day or any logical sense, Meneltyr, and above you the sun is like directly up top and is sending its light straight through the hole here as though it were high noon. And this light falling onto the three of you and this demon as it burns away comes with it an angelic voice, and this voice says, to serve me, what do you say?
Oh, me?
It's clear that she's talking to you at this point.
I don't think she wants to talk to me.
I believe he truly is one that wishes to destroy evil. Cannot speak for him, but I believe his soul is pure.
You see that Dudaren's body, which has already been rolled over, so he is facing the two of you, and you can see in there, starts to levitate off of the ground and comes up an inch or two. You can see what looks like speckles of light that seem to support him as he rises up. And with that, the voice comes back and it says, but he's already so broken.
I can only ask for your help. I believe he truly would be a good force in this world. One that would help slay evil wherever it popped up.
There is a hole in this man. Something is missing. I can repair him, but you'll have to tell me what it is that he would want in its place.
Sorry, out of character. Is there a literal hole in him? Is that what she's referencing? Or
No, it must be something else that she's
Okay.
speaking of. Yeah, his body is mangled, but there's no gaping hole in him.
Oh, I know what she's talking about.
What do you say, Ivan? How would you repair Dudaren?
thinking for a moment. I believe he's searched for a purpose.
Perhaps, Ivan, his purpose was at home where he wanted to be.
Purpose, you say?
I know he was pulled from the place he wanted to be. Since then, he has done good things, but perhaps he simply wanted to go home.
Dudarin, everything has gone black until you feel like you're drifting through nothingness when a voice calls out to you, and it says, "Your time on this earth is not yet done," and you feel that you're being pulled back in the opposite direction. Do you say anything to it?
Who is this?
My name is Tilva, and from this day forward, you will serve me. And then with that, you see that Dudarin's eyes open up and his body falls back down to the ground, and he breathes once again.
Am I conscious?
You are, and you see kneeling by you both Zygataka and also Ivan. You're in some sort of room, the one that you remember falling into before you blacked out.
So I don't remember the pain.
No, not at all.
Y'all
Thank
mangled still?
Fuck.
You don't feel any pain right now. You're in like a weird state of consciousness, but you see them around you and everything.
Okay, as long as I don't have to scream out in pain, that's fine.
Ivan, look,
good.
his eyes open.
Can I mean, if I try to talk, will I be able to?
Yes, please do.
Hey, guys. What happened?
Well, you died, but you might have a second chance. You can serve Tilva. Join me in my journey around this world to rid it of evil.
That sounds better than death.
Ivan, as you see Dudarin look towards you, you notice something that's different about him. His eyes are not the same that they were before. What color were your eyes, Dudarin?
Oh shit, let me look at my sheet real quick. They were blue.
Okay. His previously blue eyes have been replaced with what looks like a divine light almost that shimmers behind them. It's like a white, yellowish pearl, similar to what somebody's eyes would look like if they were clouded over and couldn't see, but clearly of some sort of magical origin.
How's my arm?
It lays at your side much like you remember it.
Still fucked.
Alright, that's still the same. It's fine.
Okay.
Hold on. Chat, I'm not gonna be a piece of fucking furniture. Stop.
Be a chair, man. Come on. Maybe a sofa?
We'll get back to the drama now. Sorry.
Zai, you can notice this as well. It's clear that Dudarin is different.
Ivan, do you see his eyes?
Yes. Believes Tilva's power flows through him right now. So you accept then, Dudarin. You accept yourself into the service of Tilva.
You see that while Ivan is speaking to you, something changes about his form, and it's almost like behind him you can see like a reflection of himself. Like there's another dwarf standing near him that looks very similar to him, that has like an almost spectral appearance to it, and then another one, and it's like there's a whole bunch of them all kind of watching his moves. He asks this to you, but it doesn't look like he's conscious to it at all.
Do you know there's like a bunch of dwarves behind you? Like, holy shit, that's a lot of dwarves.
I believe the servants of Tilva, Dudarin, are in her temple.
Oh. Hi.
You hear a voice that calls out and says, "Do you accept?"
Yes.
And with that, probably the most horrible pain you have ever felt, as there's a searing, burning sensation in your chest and pouring through, like destroying your armor and clothes and everything that you were previously wearing. You can see there is a large branded shape of a flaming sword that covers over your entire chest. And
I'm not
I
going to
assume
actually
Dudair
scream.
screams.
But yes,
Okay.
You,
You don't have to do it. That's okay.
Ivan, Zai, and probably even the spirits have to cover their ears.
Okay. Dudairn's scream echoes out, and Minotaur, while you're watching this whole scene, you see that the dwarves at the back rows start to disappear as they get closer and closer towards Ivan, one by one, fading into nothingness as Dudair just screams out, and like his clothes burn away, revealing this horrible branding that he now wears on his chest.
Do I have nothing now?
You can go ahead, and we're going to have to do a lot of alterations here. But then,
I figured.
there's something different that happens. The angelic voice addresses you instead, Ivan, and says, "You have done as I have asked. Found another follower for me as well. You will be rewarded, so long as you are loyal to me."
Okay. Like after like she mentions like rewarded, like I do this to rid the world of evil and spread good. I only do what I think is right.
And with that, everything seems to change. And the world turns back towards its normal self. The sun is no longer where it was a moment ago, and divine light and essence no longer fills the room as everything turns back towards its dark self. A small light emanates from a pebble up by a broken stairwell, and here, laying on the edge of a sort of raised platform here amidst all these stone statues, the three of you lay, and we'll end the session there.
Well then.
Darren literally can't die.
One got against me, one got on my side. Let's see what happens.
Table talk. There are some alterations to both of your characters, which I'm going to tell you in a minute.
Yeah, and still table talk. I assume you didn't want me to just let your character die.
User joined your channel.
I feel like
I mean,
he was
that-
probably a half and half on it.
I mean, it wasn't. I'm going like. I play the character, so it wasn't really Dudairn's choice.
Well, I hope that you all enjoyed that session. I thought it was really something else. A huge thanks to all of our players. You guys did great, and I think that you acted out all of your folks excellently. To the audience members, you were a joy, as always. Thank you for your insightful comments and chair-related humor. And to all of our patrons, none of this would exist were it not for you guys. So I owe you perhaps the most gratitude, and we will see you again tomorrow, 5 o'clock my time. We're going to talk some random stuff. Feel free to hang around if you so choose, and we'll see you later.
Wow. Wow. I didn't think I would see something like that on this session.
I have an idea of what I was missing.
I have
I'm
no
not
idea.
going to ask you